In this video, we are going to see how we can perform the basic calculations using some of the easiest functions in Google Sheets, and we will see how we can do that by a formula. So in the previous videos, we have seen that as soon as we select a range of cells, it will do the quick calculations for us using the quick functions. That as soon as we click on the bottom right hand corner, we see the sum and we can see the average, min, max, count as well. But there are some situations where you manually have to print it on the face of the sheet. That is the requirement that we need an actual printout of that. So the quick functions will not work here because this is just to show you the quick results. If we want to print it on the face of the sheet, we have to use a formula. So let's see how we can perform the sum, count. We also have count A, we have average, we have max, we have min. So let's see the results. For sum, we have already seen an example that let's say that we want the sum of what? We want the sum of a particular range. Let's say for student number 1, we want the sum of this in all the subjects, how much marks they have obtained. We have already used this formula here. So as we set enter, it shows 198. But let's say here, we just want the sum of the total marks obtained by all the students. Equals to sum, press tab to let the bracket automatically open, and then we need to select value 1, value 2, but this is not how we select this because it will take us ages to select the marks obtained data. Instead, what we'll use is a complete column reference. So sum whatever is in the H column. So what this will do is it will club and make the sum of all the current totals and also all the future totals that comes in the column of H. So as soon as we hit enter, it shows 3943. So let's manually check this. It's 3943 right here. But as soon as we write anything extra like 5000 here, now it shows the total of 8943. Even though it was not a part of the data, but as soon as it is added in the H column, it automatically makes the total of it. Same example, we will use it for every single reference like count. Let's say that we want the count of how many students actually appeared in the exam. So if we select all of this range or all of the student name range, whatever we want to select, we just hit enter after that and it shows us a count of 0. Why it is not counting anything? Because whenever we select any kind of text, it is not counted by the count formula. Count formula only works on numbers. So let's try this. Count. Let's say that we want to identify who has appeared in the exam by identifying that by marks obtained or percentage. So let's highlight the percentage and then it is showing the count of 20. So how do we count the text actually? Because if we select it like this, the range, it shows the count here. So why the count formula is not working and what can we use as an alternative is a count A. Count A is used for what? The number of values in the data set. So whatever is the values, but the count is for the numeric values only. So count A is for any number basically. Count A, press tab and select the range of the status or whatever text or number you select, it will still show the total. Why it is showing 21 now? Because the count is actually 20, not 21, because it is taking status as a count as well. This time it is counting each and every single character or expression, whatever is mentioned in any cell. So if we remove this, we get a perfect count of 20. Similarly, let's use the average function. So average is numerical values average in the data set, ignoring text. It will automatically ignore the text. Let's make it a little bit complex and make it not available, let's say. So if we now use the average function, let's see that if we are managed to obtain the results or not. It says ignoring text. It should ignore the text. So as soon as we highlight the complete column of H, it is showing us the calculation perfectly by ignoring the text. So let's use the function again. And this is how you calculate the average. Whatever function we want to perform, it's exactly starting from the same name. If we want to identify the maximum value, it starts with max. It's min for the minimum values. So all formulas are very, very simple. Equals to max. We want to find the maximum number in this particular range. Let's say that we want to award this student for the first position. So let's select marks obtained and it is 224, and after that we can look up for that student who obtained 224 as well, but that is a separate calculation of VLOOKUP and all the formulas that we will see later on. Now the minimum equals to min, and let's identify the minimum marks obtained so that we can work harder on that student so that he can be successful too and obtain good marks. So we want to identify that first, min, select the range, hit enter, and this is 176. So this is how you can perform some basic calculations in Google Sheets. In the next video, we will see how we can make the conditional sum and conditional counts and take this basic calculations to the next level. So just try this by yourself, and I will see you in the next one.